It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Hurts. That is caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No touch it.
The man in motion is Brown.
No touch.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Pacheco headed right. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Looking downfield for Kelsey.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Blankenship on the return. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Great, set.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, it's not.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 27, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Steps away to his left.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that will be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They're going to look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flushed out right.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Uzama. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 3.
No touch that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, and that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
It's Barkley on the counter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Forced out to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Mahomes.
And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Mahomes going to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Mecole Hardman,
35 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Here's Mahomes.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate.
He's got a man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead, escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.